Hi, I'm Angus Belcher and I'm an RYA Yachtmaster Examiner.
What do I need to do to pass my Yachtmaster Power?
Of course, you need the RYA's basic requirements for sitting a Yachtmaster Power exam. 2,500 miles. You need 5 passages of over 60 miles. 2 of those need to be overnight and 2 of those need to be as skipper. And you need 12 night hours. So you have to have an in-date first aid certificate and a short range VHF certificate. My role as an examiner though is to establish that you are competent as a skipper, so that we're signing off to take vessels up to potentially 200 gross tons, up to 150 miles offshore.
What skills do I need to practice before the exam?
We expect you to know your boat, all of the safety equipment on board. What is it, where is it, how does it work, how the engines work and what the symptoms of some problems could be, how you cope with flooding and sinking and fire. So we expect you to know your boat well. The safety brief would be important, as well as understanding the diesel engines and the spares and the engine checks that you might make before a passage. Understand things like the regulations at sea. We'd need you to understand the practical application of those, the lights, the shapes, the buoys, the rules of the road in general. We also need you to look at passage planning. Can you plan a passage across the channel taking into account all of the things that you're likely to come across? A course to steer. Can you work out tidal heights in various places on your route? Are you going into a drying harbour that is a secondary port? Can you work out what the tides are doing and can you find out the times you need to get in there? Do you know all of the chart symbols that are important from the point of view of keeping you safe? Do you know the rocks, the wrecks, the sandbanks? We're not concerned if you understand lava flow or freshwater springs, the things that are going to keep you safe. That's what we need you to know about charts. When we were talking about buoyage, we'd need to know the light characteristics, the colours of the buoys, what they mean and what they mean to you, and plan that passage based on the information that's given to you and the things that you're going to see. Are you in control of the yacht all the time? If required, can you safely pick up a man overboard in the circumstances you're going to be in? Can you safely take the boat to anchor and understand all of the processes involved? Can you pick up a mooring buoy? Can you manoeuvre this boat and put it into a whole host of different places in different conditions of sea, wind, tide? What happens if the engine fails? Can you park this boat on one engine so that we can get the boat safely alongside and get the problem fixed? One of the things about planning that passage would be the weather, from the point of view of interpreting a forecast, knowing what the terms mean, understanding how a frontal depression works, sea breezes, land breezes, the types of fog, and how this is going to affect you in the area you're going boating.
What advice would you give me next?
You can't over-prepare for coming to do your Yachtmaster, but I would certainly suggest from a navigational and theory point of view you need to be at the level of the Yachtmaster theory course and the Yachtmaster theory exam, and then do a theory course. It's a week and it's a very intensive week that's going to hone all those skills that you're bringing to it and teach you new things that you're going to need for the exam.
What advice would you give anybody who wants to do their Yachtmaster Power?
I would suggest that anyone going for the Yachtmaster Power before they sit the exam does a prep week to get used to the boat and used to the things that are going to happen in the exam. You also need your navigational knowledge to be really good. If you don't feel they are, you may need to do the Yachtmaster theory course. And then get as much practice as you can on as many boats as you can, and you can't over prepare for the exam.